Good afternoon, YouTube, actually. Welcome back to Fern Valley Farm YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Vince, and thanks for watching, and we're going to do another beekeeping video. If you like these videos, or if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel and support it. I'd really, really appreciate it. All right, what I'm doing here now, we're getting ready to, well, I'm giving a little bit extra insurance for my hives. What I'm doing is I'm going to put the dry sugar in today. It's pretty warm out right now. I'm kind of running out of time as far as the sun goes. It's about 50 degrees right now, so I'm going to open these up really quick. They've already got honey in there for the winter time, but you want to add dry sugar because if your bees are going to die, one reason they could die is they could starve. Up here in northern Illinois, get to about February, March, they start running out of honey. They can't get out and fly. There's no nectar flow yet, and that could kill them if they run out of food. So we put dry sugar, sugar patty, sugar cakes. You could also put, you could make like a candy board type thing, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do dry sugar. A little bit extra insurance, and the reason I'm doing it today, it's a little early yet to be doing it. As far as the time of year, I really don't think I even need to worry about this till probably, like I said, March. Well, let me rephrase that, January, February, but most likely it's going to be too damn cold to open everything up, so I'm doing it now. It's not going to hurt nothing. If they want it, it's there. If they don't want it, they won't touch it. It'll also absorb a little bit of the moisture too, because you want to have, you want to be able to release the condensation in your hives too. Water will kill your bees too. If you don't have like any kind of way for the moisture to escape, like this is an insulated inner cover, and I'll show you that really quick when I open this. It's a 2-inch foam with a hole in it. The condensation won't freeze to the bottom of the lid. Any kind of heat or moisture that's in there will come through the hole in the roof, and it'll escape right here. And you want to release your your moisture. If not, all that condensation will freeze in there, and then you get a warm day, it'll drip on your bees, and that will kill your bees. Okay, I'm getting a little cold. And that will kill your bees also. So the dry sugar will help absorb some of that moisture too, but my insulated inner covers work really nice here, so I'll show you that here in a second. But I'm not going to leave these open really long. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put what I got here. What you can do is you could take newspaper and put newspaper over the top of your hive, over the tops of your hive, and then pour the dry sugar on that. I bought these are just little lunch trays. You go to a cafeteria or whatever. This is actually the smaller size. There's bigger ones, but this will work out perfect. This will sit right in the middle of the hive and pour the sugar on there. The bees can come up around the outside and they can get at it. What I've also got in the bucket, I'll show you. I made a video on it. Hopefully you've seen that. I take a 4-pound bag of sugar and mix a ½ cup of pollen substitute in there. And if you look right here, let me loosen this. If you look right there, my pollen substitute, there's pollen substitute in these feeders here. So when the bees come out, when it's a warm day like this, they'll come out and they'll fly. There's a couple in there. They'll go in there and they'll get the pollen substitute that way. So, but I'm adding it to the dry sugar because, like I said, when they're trapped in here and they can't get out, they'll have the dry sugar. There's some pollen substitute in it. There's some different theories on that. Should you give them pollen substitute too early in the year? It'll trigger brood rearing. I look at it this way: a little extra vitamins and nutrients and minerals isn't going to hurt them. Some of this stuff I let Mother Nature kind of take its course. I think the queen will start laying. Well, I mean, she'll start laying as the days get longer and it starts warming up. But I don't know, giving the pollen substitute, I'm not going to not give it because of that reason. Like I said, Mother Nature, they know what to do. They've lived thousands of years without us interfering, so I'm giving the pollen substitute. You can do pollen patties also. I'm just mixing it with the sugar so they've got it. It can't hurt to give that extra vitamins and nutrients along with it, because I said these winters can be long. You'll get 2 or 3 weeks when they can't get out of the hive. They've got their sugar. They've got, if they still have honey left in there, they got their dry sugar. But then they'll have the pollen sub. So let's open this up really quick. We're not going to take too long. I mean, it's not that cold out, but what I'll do is I'll open one, and I'll show you guys how I do this, and then I'll just go ahead and whip through the other ones really quick. So let me get this camera over here, and in this bucket, I've got it mixed up. And I'm going to put about 4 pounds per hive. And you can see it's a little yellow. Obviously that's got the pollen sub in it. So there's a half a cup of pollen substitute to 4 pounds of sugar. Joe, the Skinny Bee Man, does it. Watch his videos. Joe's got a lot of good videos out there, a lot of good information. There's somebody else I seen do it too. So anyways, I'm going to open this up. Let me get this camera over here. And bear with me, I got a new camera here. And I'm trying to get used to it, which really isn't, it's just a camera, right? All right, let me pop these lids. We'll see if we can peek in there too. Figures. Let me get a, here we go. I'll go around everybody then. There we go. You can see my insulated inner cover. Let me raise this up. I don't want to keep this open too long. This is 2-inch foam. I've got styrofoam around the outside to help prevent any more leaking from it. There's obviously a little 1-inch hole. There's a piece of screen in there so the bees can't come through this. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this off. Here's what it looks like. Stay in there. They're kind of clustered a little bit. Plywood on the one side. See the screen? I was going to make the hole bigger at one point, but I changed my mind, so I just made a smaller hole. Although I just made some more of these. I just did make some more of these, and I made this hole just a little bit bigger. But anyways, that's all it is. I pulled these off last winter. You'll know if you got moisture in your hive and you got mold, this will all be black, or you'll have black on there. That's mold. This looks like I just put it on brand new, and this is what it came out. This is what it looked like last year when I took it off. So I don't want to get the bees too agitated here. I got a bunch of girls right there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put the tray in. I don't want to take all this apart. Let me see here. So I've got the insulation on. This is going to sit. I'll show you this really quick. You see them in there? They're moving around. That's always a good sign. We want to see live bees. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to set that right in there. See how nice that is? Then bees can come all the way around that. If they want it, it's there. There's even a ventilation hole right there, or a upper entrance right there. Let me get this camera over here. Like I said, bear with me too. Got a new camera I'm trying to get used to. Okay, let's put that there. And I'm going to put about 4 cups. I'm going to put it right in the middle. Actually, I might not be. I might only be putting 2. There's not as much room here. That's 3. That might be enough. Well, I'm not putting a full 4 pounds in. See that? See how nice that is? Now, they can come up around the sides, come right to it, and there's their sugar. Come get it, girls. If they want it, it's there. I really kind of want to peek in here. I really don't want to break any of the seals. Well, I could see them, obviously. There's a whole bunch of bees right there, so I squish one. Okay, there it is. There's their pollen, there's their sugar. And what I will do, and I'll just cover it back up. And if you're wondering, I do have, if you've seen the video on this, I do have straps coming for this. I ordered straps to wrap all this together. Well, they sent me the wrong ones. So I'm waiting for the new ones to come in, and this will all stay tied together really nice. Let's see if anybody's up there. I'm curious. No, that's okay. Now, when it's snowing and blowing and miserably cold, I can sleep right knowing my bees have their sugar, extra sugar. All right, let's go to the next one really quick. Because I did want to peek inside each one of these too, and I did want to see what was going on. Let me check the time on this camera too. I got to remember this new camera, it only goes, oh, I got time. With these digital cameras, you only get like a half hour. With the video camera, you can go for till the battery quits. With these, you only get a half hour out of it. So I'm learning, and hopefully the sound is picking up good here too. I got my external mic on, or my lapel mic right now, so. Oh, come here. There we go. Oh, stay on. Here again. That's what I want to see is bees. I want to see my girls. I want to be doing this in March and see my girls. Okay, here again. We're going to open this really quick. They're all right there. I'm going to set that right in the middle. About 3.5 cups. This will all be rock hard at some point. Enough moisture gets in here. So these trays hold about 3 cups. I didn't want to do the newspaper, which works just fine. I just wanted to do this. I wanted to do this way, it just kind of stays on that tray. There, so if they want it, it's there. Okay, girls. Let's get you covered back up real quick, and we'll get on to the next two. Yeah, I can't wait till those straps show up. I ordered more. And I ordered it so long ago that I lost the order. It was too late to return them. It's like I'll use them for something. Okay, let's get over here. Let's get to the next ones. Let's come over here. Let's see what we got going on here. Got a bunch of bees out. It's warm enough today. This is nice. I can live with winter like this. Got a week and a half ago. It was so cold. It was like 0-degree wind chill. It was like way too cold for this time of year. Okay. This I don't have insulation on because I wound up putting like a medium box on or a super on instead of another deep because these bees weren't growing very well. So I wanted to give them a different kind of box. I wanted to give them a smaller box. I didn't want to give them too much space, but in reality I probably could have because they were doing really good. So hopefully everything looks good, but this will come off in the spring, and as they develop, I'll put a double deep, another deep box on here, because all my insulation that's already pre-made is made to fit with 2 boxes. So I think this one's going to stay like this the way it is all winter. I think I should be okay. There's enough of a wind block out here. Get this out of the way. There we go. Can you see my girls in there? You see them? I'm curious to see how this camera picks up too. Okay, hold on, girls. Don't get irritated with me. Let's put this in, put that right there. Like I said, I want to do this today while it's still warm. I don't feel too bad opening this up and letting the heat out because it's pretty warm out. But it's about, what, 1:30 in the afternoon. I didn't want to go too much later when it starts getting cool. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 50 also, but they're talking rainy all day, so obviously I don't want to open it up when it's raining. So put that on like that. When I check on this in sometime in probably January, this will be rock hard. Like I said, it works as a great moisture barrier, or this works as a great absorbent for moisture. And there's your insurance for when it's miserably cold out, which none of us up here are looking forward to. But at least my girls are fed. Okay, let's cover that back up. This is going quicker than I thought, so I'll show you guys each hive here. At this point, this time, my plan was to have about 8. Was to double this thing, about 8 hives this year, but things didn't quite work out. Look at all the activity out here. Lots of happy bees flying around. They're like, it's warm out, thank God. Can you see here? This one's a little higher. Let me bring it back here. Maybe you can see it better. Well, let me see here. Come on. All right. I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry for jerking the camera around. Let's see here. Okay, put that there. And the inside of my roofs, also, I'll show you here. I forgot to mention that. Ah, there we go. Girls, is what I want to see. Look at my girls. One more tray, girls. Here we go. Like I said, I probably could have went with the bigger tray, but to me this is a pretty slick idea. I like this. They were like $2 a piece. Actually got some left. That's okay. Yeah, they were like $2 a piece. I got these. I think I got these on Amazon actually, but eBay's got them. I do all my shopping that way. There we go. Here again. Here's what the cover looks like. So now, when they want to come up, let's see if anybody comes up to it. Let's watch for a second. How much time I got? Oh, I got 17. Okay, I'm good. At least I got to get used to my new camera here, only having so much time. Let's see if anybody goes to it. Come on, camera's rolling. Like I said, they got plenty. There should still be plenty of honey in these boxes. It's early enough. It's only, well, I'll give you an idea when this is. Thanksgiving is next week. So, but like I said, I don't want to have to take a chance and wait and do this. Or have to open the hives when it's like really miserably cold or snowing or raining. I want to make sure it's in there, it's done. So like I said, I will peek on these if I get a warm day, January. I'll pop the lid, just glance in there. Come on, the camera's rolling. Go to the sugar. It figures. If I didn't have the camera going, there'd be bees all over that. Oh well. Let's shut this back up. Like I said, pulled these off last year. If you look in your hive and you see like black, that's mold. That's moisture. This is allowing all the moisture to escape. All that air can get out from around there. I got the upper entrance here. Obviously it comes up here, it escapes there. And that broke off, which isn't that big of a deal. It shouldn't make it, well, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I had decided at one time to put upper entrances on these boxes also. Oh, it's okay. I gotta glue that, but it's fine for right now. Yeah, at one point I had put some upper entrances on here, and I changed my mind. So if that breaks off, that's not a big deal. It's just another entrance for them to get out. So, so that's it. So there's your insulated inner cover, my screen candy board. That's how I made those. And then really quick on the inside, I did also put insulation. See that in there? I just glued pink insulation in there. I just glued it in. That also, see now here, I'm going to show you what mold looks like. See how there's some black? But that's more from the summertime and humidity. See how there's a little black spots? That's what mold looks like. What is that? Oh, my neighbor, okay. That's what mold looks like on the inside, but that's more from the summertime. That is not from the winter. When I pulled these off last winter, there wasn't a drop of mold in there. This insulation works great, and the air can escape and no problem. But if you pull your stuff off in the spring, or if you have dead bees, or your hive is dead, and you got all kinds of black in there, that's mold. That's bad. You gotta control, you gotta let the moisture escape. It's kind of like if you're familiar with a pole building, let's say like a metal barn. In the wintertime, you'll get frost in there, and then in the spring, when it warms up, it drips. That's all the condensation that's frozen. Then when it warms up, it drips, and it drips. That's from the condensation thawing, freezing and thawing. This, the condensation can't build up because you got the insulation. So, anyways, let me make an adjustment here to something I can't see. I need to, let me put this over here. I need to see, what do I got left here? Sorry about this. Like I said, new camera, trying to figure, you only get so much time, and this cord really isn't, I don't think I have a longer cord. It's, there it goes. It's blocking the cord for the mic is blocking the screen, so I can't see how much time I got left. So I'm really curious to see how this video comes out. I love this little, I got a new Canon EOS SL2. This was really popular about 3 years ago, and I got it for a pretty good price off of eBay, brand new. So anyways, that's a different subject. Okay, back to your bees. Get them fed. Make sure you don't run out of feed in the middle of winter. A couple things will kill your bees. Moisture will kill your bees. Starvation will kill your bees. Cold necessarily won't. But if the cluster is big enough, they'll stay warm and they'll stay together. But if you ain't got a whole lot of bees, then the cold can't kill them. But condensation is your biggest thing in the wintertime. Starvation. So if your hives are all fed up, give them a little bit extra. You can make sugar cakes, sugar patties, or sugar cakes. You can make there's God, what am I trying to say? The candy. It just slipped my mind. You can make, it just popped out of my head. Anyways, you can make, just get, what the hell am I trying to say? You can make like the candy boards, they call them, and there's some different stuff mixed into it. But you got, like I said, when you make the candy boards, you got to do that a whole different way. You got to boil it. It's got to be at a certain temperature. This is really easy. You can even make sugar cakes. Just add water to it. You can put them in the toaster oven for 5 minutes. It'll get really hard. Also, that's what I did last year. It worked just fine. I just wanted to try the dry sugar method this winter. So anyways, any questions, comments, please leave them. Hopefully you got out of this video what my plan was. Feed your bees. Make sure you got plenty of food. So now I don't got to worry about this till January. I got a nice day. I'll come out here. I'll just pop the lid, see if there's sugar in there, how much is in there. If it's getting pretty low, I'll run out here, put a little bit more in, shut it right away. Until the weather breaks a little bit. So anyways, that's it. Hopefully you like this video. If you do, consider subscribing to the channel, support it, hit that little button right there. I'd really appreciate it. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Also, questions, comments, please leave them. And YouTube, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.